Alright, these are going to be everyday routine for Bruno to kind of be doing in the home. So one of my favorite things to do is going to be the park it command. You kind of just point at something like this, Bruno park it. He's going to put his two front paws up there and you want him here in this resting area. The reason why we do this is going to be a good one so you can do everyday brushing or brushing every other day to kind of keep his coat as smooth as possible. If you do this, your groomer is going to love you. Get your groomers right. So when it comes to brushing, this is how the routine kind of goes. This way you're kind of able to get all around. You're also able to kind of switch him around. He's not the best at switching, so you'll see he'll kind of protest it a little bit, but I kind of just help guide him with my knee or kind of poking him to the side of the hip. There we go, buddy. And then voila. And then now you get to brush on this side. This is also good so you can practice with him, kind of holding his face. I know at first he didn't like his face being held, but the more you do it, the more comfortable he gets with it. So when it comes to little things like this, so you can clean out his lagañas, his eye burgers. Brush his face. Underneath. You get the picture. Wow. Also, nails. You can do his nails here. I've been using the Dremel. The Dremel just kind of sands it down, makes it super quick and easy. So you'll see he'll like to pull his feet away a little bit, but don't allow him to pull super hard. Get him kind of comfortable with it. Let him know it's just going to be quick and done. And then to do the other side, flip him around and you can do the other side. When it comes to his back legs, I kind of just lift him a little bit off the ground. I usually place it on my foot and then you just work all your way around. And then so he can come off of it, we tell him libre, and that's his command so he can come off. Also on the park it command is where I like to put on the e-collar, take off the e-collar, put on leashes, take off leashes. Park it. So when it comes to using the leash is a language. We're going to use this to communicate with them. So every time we want him to sit down, we apply the leash pressure in the upward direction. It's going to get him to put his butt to the ground. When we want him to lay down, we are going to put pressure in the downward direction. When we want him to come towards us, we're going to apply pressure towards us. And then we finish off on our left. When he gets here on the left, we release the pressure. That lets him know he achieved what he needed to achieve, and then you can reward him with food. In the beginning, we're going to be using a lot of food rewards, just so we give him a reason to want to do it. Our other command we're going to go over. Other command we're going to go over is going to be his bed command. So when you want to send him to his bed, you're going to tell him cama, and then you can guide him towards the bed. Once he gets to his bed, we release the pressure, then comes the food reward. What we want in this command is for all four paws to be on the bed. If he brings down one paw for whatever reason, be quick, bring him back, make him go all the way onto the bed. So like there, he wasn't released, so I'm just going to bring him back. And notice, you don't have to use too much pressure always. Just bring him right back and let him know it is worth staying on the bed. He is allowed to stand up, sit down, or lay down on the bed. I really don't care as long as all four paws are on the bed. Come on. when you're practicing this exercise at home, leave him on the bed and then start kind of walking around your home so he gets used to seeing you walk around and he stays on the bed. I even like to practice things like opening and closing doors, because if he comes up, you bring him right back. These are perfect so we can see a correction here. We're going to retry that. There we go. Come back, pay him with food. So he starts to get comfortable and just knowing that he has to stay on the bed. Doesn't matter what we do. So if I take a seat, I still expect him to stay on the bed. He stays, we come back, food reward. Boom. Practice this once every single day. Again, going to your kitchen, going to your living room area, sitting down, laying down, opening doors, closing doors. Get creative with it. Anything you can imagine you'll potentially be doing, just work it. So now that I want him to come off, I'm going to tell him, libre. Now he's allowed to come off the bed. Now when it comes to the kennel, he's pretty good about going in. Casa is the command that we use. So he goes into his kennel, and when we tell him casa, we expect him to go in and stay in there as well. So even if the door's not shut, he knows he shouldn't be coming out. But definitely at night or when he's gonna go to bed, when he's gonna take a nap, close it up on him. And yes, don't leave the leash on when he's in there. Leave it in so he can come out. Don't allow him to just rush straight out of the kennel. It's a bad habit. Casa. The way we work it in the mornings, when I let him out, I come, open it, I make sure he doesn't want to rush out, and when he's waiting patiently is when I tell him, libre, so he comes out. When it comes to opening doors, I also don't just let him rush out the doors. So when I open the door, usually I'll start here, I tell him to wait. So I'll be like, wait. And then if he tries to rush out, I'll bring him back. Wait. And that's consequence for not listening to the command. So you see in that correction, it stops the BS and makes the dog do the right thing. Why? Because he knows and understands what he's supposed to be doing, but when he chooses to be defiant or disobedience, we correct that behavior, and then we should see the next time we do it, he does the right thing. And because he does the right thing, we pay him for it. He should still be waiting, and he does good. Libre. Or I also tell him, vámonos there a lot. We'll come back in. Bruno, vámonos. So we'll run through them again real quickly. So we can be sienta, puts his butt to the ground. Baja. Ven. Cama. Casa. Bruno, casa. Libre. Bruno, libre. Bruno, park it. Libre. Cama. Ven. Libre. Choo, what a boy. that's about it for this